Hello and welcome. My name is Mark Reed. I'm the Learning Area Manager for Academic Sport, Public Services and Esports here at SGS College. I hope this presentation is beneficial for you and answers any questions that you might have about the courses and supportive networks here at the college. Well, thank you for joining us. I thought this would be a great opportunity to just introduce some of the team to you. As I've said previously, my name's Mark Reed. I am the Learning Area Manager for Sport, Public Services and Esports, and I'm also the Head of Education at Bristol Rovers Football Club. Faye Whittington heads up all of our Level 1, Level 2 and Public Services provision. Peter Millett is the team leader for Level 3 Year 1 and is also in charge of our online cycling qualifications. And then finally we have Julie Pym, who is the Level 3 Year 2 team leader and also heads up our esports provision in the Brunel Centre. So now that we've met some of the appropriate staff, let's get into the rest of the presentation. I'm hopeful that it will give you further insight into the learner's experience and alleviate any concerns or queries that you may have. This is the Wise campus, and this is a world-class facility. We're very lucky to be a part of it, and since its construction in 2005, it's had millions of pounds worth of investment into it. I can say it's a world-class facility, as in recent years we have hosted some of the best teams and countries in the world in their respective sports. And being a member of this college community means you get to use that fantastic facility. So let me talk to you very quickly about some of the programs we have on offer at Level 1 and Level 2. As you can see, Level 1 and Level 2 predominantly allows a progression opportunity into our Level 3 pathways and all have a very keen focus on English and maths. Our aim is to improve those skills so that progression is open to our learners. While studying at SGS College though, there are many other parts of the study programme, not just the vocational qualification. As you can see from the image, there are other elements. As I've said, some learners might have English and maths attached to their programme, but all learners will have tutorials, one-to-ones, elements of enrichment or academy, and then work experience, which will be led by our work experience coach. This as a whole makes up the learner's study programme. For those learners with English and maths embedded in their study programme, they will be given specific English and maths slots with GCSE lecturers. But no matter what level you are studying here at SGS College, we always ensure that there are elements of English and maths embedded into lessons. This is so the learner is ready for industry and also becomes more aware of any subject-specific terms that might present themselves within the qualification. Each vocational qualification has assessment rules, and I'd just like to highlight some of the most important ones to you right now. The first rule is that all content must be delivered before an assignment is released. That way, the learner has all of the information that is required to be able to pass that assessment. We will release assessments on Mondays and deadlines are Fridays. The learner can achieve a pass, merit or distinction if the merit and distinction criteria is set within the assessment, but that is always very clear on the front of the assignment brief. Resubmissions, so that learners have the opportunity to improve upon their grade, will be submitted 10 days after the feedback has been released to the learner. And the most important thing is to ensure that there are effective time management strategies being used by the learner to be able to get all of their assessments in. They will have a number of assessments running on top of each other, so it is very important that they are well organised and they know when the deadlines are. I previously talked about meeting important members of staff, and now I'd like to introduce you to one of the most important. Aaron Wild is our wellbeing mentor here in the department, and Aaron's role is to support learners through the Learner Services department. Learner Services can support a number of different ways throughout a learner's journey, from mentoring, careers guidance, support with work experience, or even financial advice. Aaron is available to be contacted via Teams and email, but we always encourage learners that if they're struggling is to reach out or to go and find Aaron in the Learner Services office. The Wellbeing office is situated on the ground floor of WISE, and there is also a QR code on the door where you can book in a slot with any mentor. As part of this welcome letter, you will find a QR code linking to the different academic kits that are available depending upon what course or subject area you're studying. Please follow those QR codes and order your kit directly from the company. Please be aware, none of the kit is compulsory. The Learner Portal is an area that will allow learners to take ownership of their learning. Not only do they have access to all of Microsoft Office facilities, including Word, Excel and PowerPoint, that they can download onto a laptop of their choice, but they also have access to Pro Portal where they are able to track their learning, their target grades and their achieved grades. This area, which can be searched via Google by typing in SGS eCampus, becomes invaluable when a learner is considering their next steps and reviewing their progress here at SGS College. Within the Pro Portal area, they'll be able to see their recent one-to-ones and their achieved grades, allowing them to have an idea of what their overall grade will be at the end of the academic year. The next part of the presentation is the discipline procedure. But here at SGS College, we really want to focus on trying to improve behaviours and attitudes towards learning and try to prepare the young people at the college for their next steps. So if a learner is placed on an action plan or a stage, this is really about trying to improve those behaviours and try to see a positive change. If an action plan is issued, it will be issued by the tutor and we'll talk about the positive steps they can make. At stage 1 and stage 2, these will be led by the tutor and the team leaders. At stage 3, myself and the assistant principal will be brought into the process to support the final intervention. These stages are all designed to be a supported process to help the learner achieve and progress onto their desired pathway. As part of their course package, some learners would have signed up to an academy. These sessions run on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, but they should never overlap on an academic session. If they do at any point, the lecturers will be made aware and resources will be put together for learners so they do not fall behind. A learner will only be released to an academy if they are not on a ban and if they are up to date with class and assignment work. Should you wish to contact the department, we ask you please to use these two methods. Please use the direct number for WISE Campus, which will put you through to the WISE reception, which is highlighted here on the screen, or use the sport email as it is listed, sport@sgscol.ac.uk. We will do our absolute best to reply to you as soon as possible. So that brings us to the end of the presentation. Thank you so much for your time, and hopefully this has answered some of the queries and questions you might have had. We look forward to a successful year with this year's cohorts. Thank you.